Welcome to day 4 of our January Challenge 2019, and we're working through Pure Imagination arranged by Lauren Scott. Today's section is a totally new section from what we've been doing, so I'm just going to go straight into playing that for you. I'm not going to lead into it like I have been on some of the previous days. So we're just going to start with these newest 4 bars, and I'll play it for you first, and then we'll talk through it. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to start with the right hand, and we're going to start up on a high E and F. We're going to oscillate back and forwards, so we're going to keep replacing until the final E. So we go E, F, E, F, E, and at that point everything's come off. So we only replace as long as we need it. So we just do that again, 3 and 4 and. Then I'm going to place fingers 1 and 2 either side of the red. My thumb's on a D, my 2's on a B. I'm going to play the D, and then I'm going to cross my thumb over to the G, and then I'm going to unravel my hand and bring my 3rd finger down to the B. So I have my thumb 1 above a black, my finger 3, 1 below a red. Okay, so we just try that bar. We have the D and the B, and we play the D, we cross over with our thumb to the G, and we unravel and bring our... And that's the most secure way of doing that. You can go 1, 2 and jump, but then you're relying on having to just find where you are almost from nowhere. Whereas if you can place your thumb, place your 2, play that thumb and cross it over, you're crossing it over the same gap between where it was with finger 2 just now playing, because of the D to the B you had a missing string, and then you're placing it over with a missing string, and then we unravel. So because you've wound your hand up by crossing over, so you unwind it to bring your hand back to that nice shape with a thumb going straight up, and we play the 1 and 3 together. Okay, so let's try those 2 bars together, just that right hand, starting on the high E and F, after a count in, 3 and 4 and 4 and. Okay, if that feels really too tricky and you're not happy that you're ever going to get it, you could just do a straightforward triad shape and play D, B, G, but I think you'd miss that B sound because it's quite a nice bluesy sound when it comes in. Okay, so let's try that once more time. One more time. Top hand, E and F ready, 3 and 4 and 4 and. Lovely, okay. I'm going to carry on with the right hand for the moment. You've just landed on with your thumb on the G, and then the finger 2 is going to go to that same G, and the A is going to go on. This is a similar oscillating pattern. We're going to go G, A, G. We'll put that 2 back on and we'll reach a 4 out to the C. Okay, that's the most secure way of doing it. So we go G, A, G, and on this last one we place 2 and 4. Okay, another option would be to thumb slide into it. So you go G, A, G, slide, and then you just reach out finger 3 for the C. And a final option would be to not place it at all. I'm not the biggest fan of not placing, but because again, you're having to sort of leap in the dark. It's all relative to where you are, so it's possible, but it feels like an extra trickiness overall. So although going G, A, G with 2 and 4 might be tricky to learn in the first place, once you've got it, then you're always secure. Similarly with the thumb slide. Again, that might feel tricky initially, particularly it's about getting the lower note placed as well. But again, once you've got it, you'd always be secure. Okay, let's just put that bar on the end of the ones we've learnt already. So starting in the right hand on the high E and F. Okay, 3 and 4 and 4 and. Crossing over, back on onto the G and. That's it, just getting that last chord on, okay? Do practice that. And then our final two chords, again the G, we can put our thumb on there, 2 on the F, reach your 3 to a D. Okay, so we have D, F and G. And then we play that chord just straight there. And then we jump up an octave and play the exact same chord again. Okay, now if you choose to put a bit of a roll in those, that can be very pretty too. So it's your choice on that. Okay, so putting all of that together in that right hand, high E and F, 3 and 4 and 4 and, crossing over, back to the G and, still a G with the chord, 2, that's it, okay? So adding our left hand underneath this, it starts with a low A, and this is why it will be important to have damped your strings from the previous notes we've been playing, because we were doing these G and the D. So you've got a G and then we're about to play an A. So if you've got, yeah, it's unnecessary clashing. There's points in this, lots of points in this, where we want the seventh sounds, the clashing sounds, because it's designed for it. But this isn't a place. We just want the straight A at the bottom. So we have an A, and I'm doing that with a 4 because my next note I'm going to be going for is middle C. It's quite a leap up. So I'm going A with my 4. And then I'm putting on my thumb on C, my 2 on G, my 3 on E. These are the top 3 notes of an arpeggio shape, if that helps. And I'm going to be playing downwards. So I'm going to go C, G, E. Okay, so just try that bar with your left hand. So the first note's going to be a minim, so 2 full beats. I'll give you a 3-4 in. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, just try that one more time, just the left hand. 3, so starting down on the A. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Good, okay. The next note, again, a bit of a leap. We're going down to a G. And again, we'd do that with a 4. You've just been playing 1, 2, 3. So as you do that 1, 2, 3, allow your hand to travel across the strings so that you can be going down comfortably for that G. And then you're going to have a C next. Now, we're not going much higher than the C for a little while, so you could do that with your thumb. So the G's with your 4. Then you've got your thumb ready on the C. You can get your 3 ready on the F. So I'll just show you with my right hand for a moment. You've just played, this is with your left. You've got a G here. You could get your thumb on the F. Then you can reach your 3. Sorry, your thumb's on a C, not an F. Then you can reach your 3 to the F. Then you move your thumb down 1 to the B. And then you move your finger 3 down 1 to the E. Okay, so then it becomes quite a comfortable walk through. So again, I'll just show you with my right hand so you can see what's going on. I'll go from the beginning of this section. So I've got an A, going to the top 3 notes of an arpeggio shape, letting my hand travel so I can go down to a 4 on the G, but my thumb's going to go on the red G first. Then before I play my thumb, I'm getting my finger 3 ready on the F. I'll play my thumb. Then I can move my thumb down 1 as I play the F. And then I can move my finger 3 down 1 as I play my thumb. And then I finish on that. And again, you've been nicely over those notes. It's slightly hard for me with my right hand, but with my left hand, because the harp's not on this shoulder, I can get comfortably down there. So let's try that through with our left hand, starting on the low A, and I'll count us in, and I'll maybe call out the notes, okay? 3 and 4 and A. Then we're going to go C, G, E, down to a G, to a C, and getting ready with the F, ready with the B, ready with the E. Okay? And then it's just a matter of putting all that together. So let's have a go at that. So let's just do the first bar first of all, just to get that comfortable. So I'm literally not having to think beyond it. My left hand is going to be on an A and then C, G, E. My top hand is just doing its little oscillation, E, F, E, F, E. Okay, putting that together. Okay, 3 and 4 and. Okay, let's try that one more time. A in the bass, E and F in the top hand. And it's about keeping that beat going. Ya da dee da boom boom boom. Okay. Ready? 3 and 4 and. Good. Okay. Our next bar, our right hand isn't moving very far, just going to the D and the B, and then we'll be crossing over to the G and reaching our 3. Okay. Left hand, 4 down on the G, thumb ready on the red. The G, the lowest note, comes with our top note up here. And then as we cross over, and then we have this chord. So we're going to have a C in the left against a B in the right hand. It creates a lovely suspense. It's really nice. Okay, so just try that second bar from today. G, finger 4 in the left, thumb on the red. Right hand either side of the red. After a count in, 3 and 4 and. Okay, so let's put those 2 bars together. Okay, right hand E, F, E, F, E. Left hand is on the A, going to the C, G, E. Jumping down to 4 and 1 on the G to the C. And that might be a move that you practice, going from C, G, E, and maybe just give that a squeeze without actually playing it, and then jump to the 4 and the 1 and give that a squeeze. And have I happily, comfortably, and timely reached it? Okay, let's put that together. Just these 2 bars, 3 and 4 and. Okay, now in that right hand, if you find it tricky to cross over and get that B on, you could just play a triad. Okay, it loses something because we don't get the scrunch of the C against the B, but it is an option if it feels too much. We'll try it one more time. Okay, 3 and 4 and. Okay, well done. Our next part. Ideally, before you played that C, you would have reached finger 3 down to the F. And your right hand is on G and A. And your left hand is sitting with the 3rd finger on the F and your thumb on the B. And then the right hand goes G, A, G. And then we have the C and the G. Whether you're playing that with a 2 and a 4, or whether you're going to slide into it, or whether you're going to ignore my advice altogether and just hop for it. It doesn't sound quite so joined up when you do that. Okay, let's just try that bar. If you're being really good, what you'll do with your left hand is after you've played the F, you'll place it ready on the E, even if we're not playing it right now, just to practice that move. Straight on this 3rd bar, 3 and 4 and. Okay, so at this point you should just have finger 3 on the E down in the bass. Okay, and leaving that there, let's put our top hand on that final chord shape. Thumb on the G, finger 2 right next to it on the F, and 3 a little reach to the D. And this chord comes together. And again, we're going to have a scrunchy sound because you've got an E, which is that middle note that you've jumped over in the top hand, against that D and the F and the G. It's like playing 4 notes in a row. It's beautiful though. And then the top hand just jumps up and plays the same chord up here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play through all 4 bars. Okay, join in with either the right or the left or both, and then we'll go over to our play along video where we'll slow it right down as well. Here we go. So top hand's on E and F, left hand's on an A, ready to leap up for my middle C. 3 and 4 and. Okay, and remember you could roll those chords. Okay, and a roll on those chords just means that you play 3, 2, 1 very quickly after each other. knowing that the thumb is the important note that you're aiming for. So it becomes like a tarium, tarium, tarium. Okay. It feels, or I've made that feel perhaps like quite a lot. It's just a different section. It's actually got plenty of space in it. And the left hand can just walk through if you give it the space and give it the time. It just takes a bit of learning. So work hard through it, practice it, nip over to the play along video and try it along with those as well, because they really do help. All right, well done.